What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel with Exhausted. So in today's video, if you saw my last video, you see me struggling with a hacksaw to saw off the downpipe so we can remove the stock parts of the exhaust system, which we're going to be replacing. But I've now upgraded to an angle grinder with, of course, a metal cutting disc. You can get them, you know, especially for stone or metal, so make sure you've got the right one if you're doing this job for yourself. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be carrying on sawing through the downpipe, taking all of that out, and hopefully by the time that's all done, the parts will be delivered and we're ready to crack on with the naughty stuff off the build. So depending on what parts come, we'll definitely know the radiator's coming today. Fingers crossed that the manifold and downpipe comes. But yeah, we'll have to wait and find out, and then we can see what we can do. But let's crack on, saw off this bad boy. So first of all, you want to always remember your safety equipment. So I've got ear protectors because it's going to be pretty loud. Face masks so we don't get any metal shavings in our mouth and breathe anything in. And some protective goggles. All of those are going to make this job a lot safer and a lot easier for you to do at home, so make sure you remember all three of those. So we're going to go ahead and put them on now. What a sexy beast.
Silky beast.
So if we have a look right under there, we can see we've completely sawn through the downpipe, so it's loose there. Now there's two bolts holding it onto the gearbox, which I will show you shortly. And now we're going to go ahead and remove the exhaust manifold and downpipe from here. So now the manifold and downpipe is completely off, we're going to go ahead and remove the catalytic converter. You'll never guess what has come in the post just now. I'm so hyped I can't stop smiling, so if I'm a bit perked up, then that's probably why. But the manifold, downpipe and all of those bits and bobs have finally arrived, so we can finally get to the meaty bits of the installation, and the turbo build is going to be done within the next week, so I am so hyped. So yeah, let's go outside, I'll show you some of the parts. If the audio isn't as great, I really apologise for that, but I'll try my best to speak more loudly than normal so you can hear me. Yeah, let's start getting these bits and bobs onto the MX-5. So next is to clock the turbo to the required location. The reason why you clock a turbo is because the oil feed wants to come in from the top and it's gravity fed, so the oil return will be on the bottom side, which will then be pulled down into the oil pan. So we need to clock the turbo to allow this to happen. So with the kit I bought a manifold downpipe, and it comes with a fitting kit for the TDO4, which includes, which is really handy, a clocking bracket, which means we don't need to do any welding, which is perfect for someone doing it on the driveway at home. So if you are interested, send me a message and I can shoot you over a link to this kit specifically. Really good, saves you a bit of money as well, and I highly recommend it. It's from a company called Black Cat Motorsports if you want to search it up online yourself. So guys, we were just about to clock the turbo, but I've just realised I don't have 90-degree needle nose pliers to take out the retaining clip which is in there, which is holding it all together. So I'm going to take a quick trip to Halfords, and we're also going to be getting some coolant for another install. Probably guess what it is, and some gearbox oil as well. So, or gearbox fluid, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know what it's called, but some gearbox oil or fluid for the MX-5 as well. So you can tell what is coming over the next couple of weeks. Let's shoot over to Halfords, get what we need to get this turbo onto the MX-5.
Silky beast.
So to clock the turbo, can see that there is a clip in here. I'm sure you can see it. It's like a little black clip going around the edge basically with 2 holes. So you want to use these 90-degree needle nose tyres, which I picked up from Halfords, to open them up. This can be quite tricky because this is really tight, so you may need someone to help you, but I should be okay doing it. I actually tried this and this has worked perfectly. So there was 2 13mm bolts holding it in, holding the wastegate bracket onto this side of the turbo, so the air side, and then there was also a 10mm bolt on this C-clamp here, which is swivelling around, which you just had to loosen, and then we can clock it, which is perfect. So I'm going to quickly run and grab the bracket. Now we're going to attach our port for our oil out. So we've got an oil feed and an oil drain. So we're going to attach this port on here so we can attach the hose. Well, I've been working on this all day. It's almost 9 o'clock now, and I started at 9 in the morning, so we've got a hell of a lot of wrenching done today. But if you can see what I've been doing, I didn't actually film this because it was doing my head in, it wouldn't quite fit, and I had to do some angle grinding on the bracket. But basically we've got oil return fitted now. We've got both the water lines, which are here and here, or ones are waterline fittings anyway. And then we've got the oil feed on the top right there, with my camera all focused, right there. So the turbo is all put together. We've got the bracket on here, and it's all clocked perfectly, which is fantastic. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be ready to bolt this onto the car, and then that will be connected to the downpipe. All of that will be in, and then all we'll have to do is put the new catalytic converter in, do a couple of oil and water lines, and then a couple of other little mods. That's all for today, but not for today's episode, because we're going to be continuing with this video tomorrow morning. So I will see you tomorrow morning. So now we're going to be attaching the downpipe, without dropping it, to the actual turb ski. So we want to make sure we've got our gasket and bolts on the scene, so we're ready to put them in. Then we're going to basically feed this under here, just how we did before. And then basically we're going to bolt this in. I'm not going to film the whole thing, because it's going to be a lot of fiddling around to get it all in place perfectly, but we're just going to bolt this to the manifold. So that's the end of today's video. But yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to give me a massive thumbs up and subscribe down below. Make sure to turn on that notification bell for the latest exhausted content if you want to keep up to date with that. And until the next one, guys, adios.